Welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday to everybody here. We are about 10 minutes away from first pitch between Southeastern Louisiana and number 5 Oklahoma. This is going to be the last game of this weekend's schedule. It's been a very impressive, historic, offensive output here by the Oklahoma Sooners. I mean, last night was just a crazy game with the offense. That scoring 21 runs in one inning, scoring 16 runs before we even get it out. That just crazy. Never thought I would see something like that, but Oklahoma comes into today averaging 14.3 runs per game, y'all. That is ridiculous. And they average, and then they give up about 3. So, just looking at some of the quick stats real quick that just kind of blew my mind. Kendall Wells, 15 home runs. Just insane what she's off to. We have 81 home runs on the season. So, yeah, we've played 20. So we're averaging over four home runs a game. I don't think we can maintain that kind of output by the time we get to conference play here in a couple weeks, but just incredible where we started here offensively. Lexi McDaniel, she has the highest batting average at 556, and then Abby Dayton with a 548. Our team batting average is 466, y'all. 466. Just crazy. Looking at some of our pitching, of course, we have Audrey Lowry. She's our ace. She has a 1.8 ERA, a 9.1 record. Now, KD. Now, we saw KD pitch yesterday. She was very up and down, very inconsistent. Kind of what we've seen all season from her. So we'll see if she can continue to regress. Whatever it is that's been bothering her, mental, physical, hopefully she can get all that fixed and get going in the right direction come SEC play, because we are going to need every pitcher on this staff if we're going to reach the goals that we want to reach. Even though she gave up those 5 runs yesterday, she has lowered her ERA. It was pushing 16. It's now down to 12.7. So, yeah, a team ERA of 3.25. So that's the one area on this softball team that we definitely got to keep working on, trying to improve. Our offense looks incredible. Our defense, we have our errors here and there, but defense is really, really solid. So really glad to get this game going. Just kind of a heads up. So we have this game here. And usually we don't play again until like next Thursday, Friday, but we play on Tuesday, actually. We play North Texas, so a little quick road trip down there to Denton, Texas. We play them, and then we come back on Thursday. Friday, and we have a home weekend with Louisiana, Abilene Christian. And so we'll see how that goes next weekend. But kind of looking at our schedule, no team really scares me. I guess maybe Louisiana would jump out, but we saw that whole team just kind of leave and go to Texas Tech a couple years ago. So they definitely don't have what they had 3-4 years ago. And then I feel like our next toughest opponent is going to be Auburn when they come into town on March 13th and we start SEC play. So something that everybody kind of asks every day whenever we're doing a live stream. Today's game is going to be on the SEC Network Plus. So if you just have the basic ESPN plan, you will not be able to watch this game. Now, like the game on Tuesday against North Texas, it's going to be on the basic ESPN Plus guide that they have. But if you want to watch today's game, you have to upgrade and get that ESPN Select or whatever they call it. So I know that's a bit frustrating for all of us there after having to pay for Mary Nutter. But yeah, looking forward. There's going to be a lot of games on the SEC Network Plus, so you're going to have to upgrade to that highest level if you want to be able to watch the Sooners here. Dude, it looks like a lot of this season. So Alfred, welcome in. Boomer, glad to see you. Reginald, I saw you in here. Afternoon, sir. Sagi, how are you doing? Yeah. Katie has actually lowered her ERA, which is, it's good, but it's just crazy that she can give up 5 runs and it's still lower 3. Yeah, so hopefully we see a lot of improvement from KD as we get going here. Reginald, good point there. Good point there. They like to play some small ball. Yeah, as we've seen, our infield better be ready. Our infield has to be ready. We've had our ups and downs for sure when it comes to opponents playing small ball against us. We did. We have 80 home runs, or I'm sorry, 81 home runs on the season already. So we had the over-under set to begin this weekend at 80. I didn't know if we'd be able to reach that, but I also didn't expect the offense that we saw against Alabama State either. So yeah, we've passed that goal, or that goal, sitting at 81. Of course, the leader on the team is Kendall Wells, 15 home runs. In that category, second would be Gabby Garcia with 9. And then Cassidy Pickering and Alyssa Parker. Whoa, Alyssa Parker is tied for third. They each have 8 home runs. So Alyssa Parker, not only a pitcher for Oklahoma, but man, a definite threat at the plate too. So a lot of talented freshmen on this roster this year, y'all. Very, very young team, but a lot of them do not play like freshmen, for sure. So let me guys know your score predictions in the game. I'm going to go 12-1. I don't feel like we're going to, have some crazy output like we had last night. So I'm going to go 12-1. Be a little bit more conservative today with it. Man, Ron. Man, a record amount of 2-inch thick slab of bologna for $18.48. Dang. That's a good point. Yeah, the people that have been in Oklahoma, played, maybe coached and moved on. I like to see the Patty Gasso tree continue to grow and branch out. Love it. A lot of great former Sooners out there coaching now in college softball. So I love to see that. Love to see that. Harvey, good afternoon, sir. Make sure y'all say a prayer for our military. Definitely some things going on in the world for that with all that, so make sure y'all say a prayer for our military, and also keep your prayers in for Jen Rocha, still recovering from her health issues. So Harvey, thank you for that. Absolutely. Definitely keep our military in your guys' prayers and thoughts. Melvin, welcome in. How are you? Glad to see you. Outlaw College Football, how are you? Outlaw, we'll see how that goes. I think I'm just gonna. Well, let's just see how everything goes. But yeah, have a good thing in here. But thank you for that. Appreciate that. We'll see. Maybe something I can keep in mind for sure. But I do appreciate that. Absolutely. Thank you. CJ, how are you? Over under 10.5 today. I'm going the over, but barely. I don't feel like we're going to see a big 20+ run outburst. I don't think we're going to see that. So I'm going to go conservative today. Ron, I don't have it on the pregame. I wasn't able. I don't know what's going on, but I haven't heard yet who the starter is. Jimmy, how are you? Glad to see you. Welcome in, everybody, here on a Sunday afternoon, March 1st. Man, this year is going by quick, y'all. It's already March. It's crazy. Rhonda, I'm doing well today. How are you? I hope everybody's having a good Sunday afternoon. Harvey home with 15-4. Could be. Would love to see a shutout here for sure. But yeah, I have not heard yet who is pitching or who the starter is. Been kind of checking in on that, but so if y'all hear something, let me know. I haven't heard yet. Skip, how are you? Good afternoon. CJ going with 11-0 shutout. Could be. I'm going 12-1. This is a ladder. Yep. Oklahoma Sooner sports are definitely the best, for sure. This is the best fan base in the country. Not even close. We're very passionate fans. I know sometimes we're in here and we like to argue, and it's all good. We're just one crazy OU family in here. So I like seeing all the emotion from you guys, because we're all fanatics. We're all crazy fans in here for our Oklahoma Sooners for sure. Skip 15-2. Rhonda, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. Glad to see everybody in here. Charles, how are you? Yeah, hopefully the rain. Yeah, we saw the clouds moving in last night. Hopefully the rain stays away. But glad to see each and every one of you in here. Thank you guys so much for being here with us on a Sunday afternoon. Game getting started here pretty quick. We should be getting going here anytime now. For just tuning in, we're playing Southeastern Louisiana. They're a pretty solid team. They're not bad. Could be, well, probably is going to be the best competition that we're going to see all of this weekend. I know yesterday I was trying to watch a little bit of them yesterday. They were down there playing Texas State. I don't know how that ended up on the outcome, but yeah, this would be definitely a solid squad. I know Reginald was talking about they have a good when it comes to small ball. So infield, we definitely got to have our infield ready. That is one thing that our opponents have exposed us on, is our infield defense a little bit, especially our bunt defense. So something that we got to get squared away before we get here in the SEC play. Blair, Oklahoma. Yep. So I was born and raised in Altus. Got back after my military was over. Went back to Blair, Oklahoma. Yep. Metropolis out there, man. Charles, glad to see you're doing well. Kill, welcome in. United States Air Force retiree. Checking in from Palm Bay, Florida. Welcome in. I will get you up here on the map. Absolutely. Glad you're here. Thank you for your service. For any veterans that are in here, thank you for your service. And thank you for your sacrifice to our country. So they did lose yesterday, Texas State, and then they just lost again. All right, Rhonda. So Rhonda, you changed your name. Okay. I like it. Oklahoma fan. I like it. Ron, I get that. Absolutely. I get that. If you're a pitcher and that's your main thing, then that's all you do and focus on. But take, for example, like Alyssa Parker, and we've seen this in the past too. She is such a good athlete, that she's just too valuable to not give other, to get more, playing time. So I definitely get that point, Ron, for sure. But when you have an athlete like Alyssa Parker, I mean, she's just too talented to not try to put somewhere out there whenever you can. Yeah, Rhonda, I like that change. That name change. Absolutely. John going 7-3. Okay. Esther, welcome in. Roosevelt. Yep. Roosevelt, Oklahoma. So I got a lot of you guys tuning in from southwestern Oklahoma area. I like it. That's where I came from, born and raised. Oklahoma. Okay, I got you. I got you on that. Yeah, I mean, Alyssa Parker, y'all, she's a pitcher, but she's tied for third on the team with home runs, with 8 home runs, and she's a pitcher. A pitcher that has 8 home runs in the first 20 games. That's not something that I thought we would see, or I would even say this season. That's crazy, crazy. Yeah, Ron, I'm really curious to see any of our pitchers. Audrey Lowry, of course, we have Sydney Berzon and we have Miley. They came from Ole Miss and LSU, so they've been in the SEC. They've seen all the greats there in that conference. So I think they're going to be good. But yeah, I'm really curious to see, like, even Audrey Lowry go up against the SEC. How's she going to look coming in with, she's the OU ace, so how is that going to look? So Ron, yeah, let's just see what happens. So yeah, Slaggy with Jordy, yeah, she was a good hitter too, man. Gosh, she was a good hitter. I'm glad to see that they came back and beat Oklahoma State yesterday, by the way. So they ended up, if you didn't know, so Jordy there in Nebraska, they went down to Stillwater over the weekend, and they played twice, and they split. Oklahoma State walked them off in the bottom of the 11th on the first match, and then yesterday Jordy Ball finished the game, and Nebraska got the win 4-3. So that was a really good series there in Stillwater, Oklahoma this weekend. There wasn't really a whole lot of good games, good matchups. There was that one, and then Florida. They've only played one good team, and that was UCLA, and UCLA beat them the other day, 15-12. So not really a whole lot of good matchups at all this weekend. Kind of like football, Some weekends you just don't have any good matchups across the country, no matter what team you root for or what conference. This weekend here, kind of a blah weekend. Not too many good matchups, but that's all going to change here really, really quick. So just so you guys are aware, now Oklahoma, they don't play conference until March 13th, but next weekend there is some SEC conference games. Come on. Man, what is going on? The game's not started yet? Lutz, you can never cheer for Jordy. Why is that? Yeah, Bella, she's a really good hitter against the weaker pitch, and we'll see how she does in the SEC. I'm so excited to get to SEC play, y'all. So excited for it. Ron, what was her ERA in high school? Because I guarantee, I feel like Alyssa Parker in high school, nobody wanted to play her team. Nobody wanted to play her. Gotcha. Game's not starting for. Okay, wow. Yeah, I'm always going to cheer for the ladies that leave Oklahoma and move on to other programs. I get it, whether it be playing time or, like in Jordy's case, she got really homesick, so. But I appreciate everything that them girls did and all the former players did for the OU program. So, yeah, Alyssa Parker had a .1 ERA. That is ridiculous. I don't care what level a ball you're playing in. That's ridiculous. That's so crazy. But yeah, Alyssa Parker, she's going to be a great for Oklahoma. Only a true freshman, so. Thank you guys so much for being here. So somebody just said, and I wasn't aware of that. That's on me. The game just ended with Southeast Louisiana and who was it? Who'd you say? Was it Sam Houston? Yeah, Sam Houston. So Yeah. Now, if like at some point OU was to play Nebraska, sorry, Jordy, I can't root for you on that day. But any other time that you're not playing OU, I wish you nothing but the best. Yeah, JJ, Sophia Bordy, that's the one. Yeah, I don't know because we didn't ever really see her. She um, reclassified, came out of high school early. Had her issues last year. We didn't see her, and then of all teams, man, she goes to Texas. What the heck? Of all teams to go to, and you go to our rival, but I mean, I hope she has a good career there at Texas. I do. Or if she moves on, somewhere else. I just hope that whenever we play Texas or we see Sophia, that OU does really well and she has a rough day against us. So they pitch by committee, huh? They have a lot of pitchers. Okay. Teresa, welcome and how are you? Good afternoon. 9-2. Okay. Yeah, I have 12-1. I'm going to be a little bit more conservative. CJ, I don't think so. I don't think she has. So if you're just tuning in, a little bit of a delay. The game between Southeastern Louisiana and Sam Houston is running late. So that's why the students have not started yet. But thank you guys so much for being here on a Sunday afternoon. Appreciate all of you being here. It's been a phenomenal weekend. What was it? Through the first 3 days this weekend, we've scored 107 runs. Something just crazy. Goober, okay, so Outlaw, I appreciate that. Absolutely. Yeah, I know. I know you're trying to help. Absolutely. And thank you so much for that. I do appreciate that. I'm not being a goober. But yeah, that's something that I would definitely could definitely look at maybe here in the future. But thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Or I do appreciate you, Outlaw. Outlaw College Football. He has a make sure you guys check him out. He has a good channel over there. He's a good guy. He's a real good dude. Yeah, Texas Tech. But we're gonna hear the same about Oklahoma. Why is OU playing Alabama State, 3-4 times? So yeah, Tech don't have the hardest schedule either. They're playing some cupcakes. But the same can be said about us, you know what I mean? So Oklahoma fan 15-3. Yeah. I have 12-0, 12-1. So I Outlaw, absolutely. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for that, Outlaw. Yeah, make sure you guys go check him out. That he's a great guy over there. He has a good channel. I really enjoy watching him. So make sure you guys check out Outlaw College Football. Absolutely. Yeah, Sophia Bordy Douglas. Man. Um, yeah, I don't know whatever she has going on. I mean, I hope she ends up having a good career. As Patty Gasso is now out here talking to the umpires, little pregame. Coaches are at the box, giving their lineups, umpires going over the rules and all the pregame stuff. So going to be getting started there pretty soon. Looks like an overcast day there in Norman, Oklahoma. A little bit of wind. But let's hope the rain holds off, y'all. Let's hope the rain holds off. This will be the last game of today. This is another weekend where Oklahoma played 6 teams. It's been very similar to a few weeks ago when we were out in New Mexico. The opponents aren't the best, but I mean, as we've heard Patty say, nobody wants to come to Norman. Nobody wants to come listen or Nobody wants to come play OU at Lowe's Field. So something that Patty struggles with is just trying to get good opponents here in Norman, Oklahoma to play her in non-con. Hopefully that will change. Oh, Brian, really? I didn't know that. Why did Maya quit softball? Man, I wonder what's up with that. Nobody wants to play Texas Tech. Yeah. I mean, they have that one loss earlier to Nebraska. They really haven't been, other than that one game, they really haven't been tested. So the Big 12, I mean, you have Arizona solid. I mean, Arizona gave us an L. You have Oklahoma State, of course. But, man, other than that, Tech's really not going to have much of a challenge when it comes to the Big 12. They should dominate, run through the Big 12. They could easily go undefeated in that, for sure. So we'll see how that goes. But I expect Tech to be so before the season started, my top 4 seeds when it comes to the Women's College World Series and we get the postseason and all that was your top 4 teams are going to be Oklahoma, Texas, Tech, and Florida. Or not Florida, but I'm sorry, Tennessee. Those are going to be your top 4 teams, I believe. So and then when it comes to the SEC, as we're still waiting for the game to get started, I feel like this year's schedule for Oklahoma in softball, it's not as hard as it was last year. And last year we went 17-7 in conference. We don't see Tennessee. We don't see Florida. We don't see Bama. We have Georgia, LSU. We have A&M, but A&M's down. So I expect OU to be up there, in contention for another SEC title. Oklahoma, Texas, and Tennessee, those are going to be your top 3 squads for sure. So yeah, I saw that they played that Japan team. That was pretty cool. That was cool. Nobody wanted to play the 1995. Yeah. Ron, you ain't wrong. The Nebraska Cornhuskers in the mid-90s in football, man, they were dominant for sure. I did not know that, JJ, about Riley Sakay. Wow. Wow, okay. Well, good for her. I'm glad that she was able to adapt and overcome that. That's awesome. I did not know that about Riley. So, Ron, what did you hear about Sophia Bordy? Why did she leave Norman? Just not a good fit. Just was Oklahoma going to be too much for her, just mentally, physically? Reginald, great point, man. How Tech has to buy their roster just like we saw in college football. I mean, Tech had a good year in football. They got to the playoffs and finally played some really good teams, and it didn't work. It didn't work well for them. So I kind of expect the same thing when it comes to softball. Now we see, last year we saw Tech was one win away from winning a title, but yeah, I think Tech's not going to be able to do it. It's not going to happen. Trying to buy a team, trying to buy a championship, that's just not a good recipe for success. I don't feel like maybe 1 year here and there it might work, but yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I heard that too. Sick that yeah, her mom's a Texas alum, so that could be the connection. I get it, absolutely. Yeah, we do hear crazy rumors no matter what it is. Absolutely. A lot of crazy rumors out there, y'all. John, yeah. Now, Tennessee, they struggled a couple of days ago with App State. They were struggling today. So before this got going, I was watching them. They were down again 2-0. Down. They were losing to App State again 2-0. Now, they may be winning now, but for whatever reason, App State can really get at Tennessee. 2-2. Okay. Absolutely. All good teams can have bad days, just like us, like we saw with Patty's alma mater, Long Beach State. A game we shouldn't have lost, a game that we should have run rolled them, and we had a bad day and it cost us. So, yeah, rumors are a crazy thing. They can get started for all kinds of reasons. Yeah, so one thing, as we're still waiting for the game to get started here, what do y'all think the perception is of Oklahoma coming out of this weekend? With some of the scores, how we just dismantled Alabama State multiple times. Is OU going to get a lot of hate when we get into this week before Week 5 gets started? What do y'all think? Tennessee's up 3-2 now. Long Beach is up 2-0 over Arizona. So Slaggy's thinking we're going to get hate. Hey, now we know what Softball America is going to do. They always like to give Oklahoma a hard time, which is fine. That's just more bulletin board material for Oklahoma and Patty Gasso. So by all means, if the haters want to keep hating, by all means, do what you got to do to get through your day. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, we know she was going to pay Kennedy to come to Norman, but yeah, whatever Tech offered, Patty was never going to do that. Absolutely not. We are the evil empire, but Teresa, I will say, in the preseason, of course, Oklahoma is not going for a six-peat. We finally lost that going for us, but I feel like this year's villain is Tech. Just how they did their business in the off season, in the transfer portal. A lot of people don't care for Tech too much. So the game now is finally getting started. Audrey Lowry is at the circle for Oklahoma here on a Sunday afternoon, 14-8, Southeastern Louisiana. Looks like we're playing Western Oklahoma State College for all y'all that are familiar with the JUCO college there in Altus, Oklahoma. With that bright yellow, gold, and that green. OU in the red and white. Looks good on TV for sure. But if you're just tuning in, a little bit of a delay. Game was supposed to start about 25 minutes ago, but here we are, a few pitches in. Audrey Lowry at the circle for Oklahoma. A 1-2 count for her. Really good crowd though. So Everett, who is usually on here, he said that he would be waving at us. He's supposed to be about 7 rows back behind the third base dugout. So hopefully the camera will go over that way so we can see Everett. There we go. A strikeout for Audrey Lowry. Just to start, we want to see. What was the final score in that game? with Sam Houston in Southeastern Louisiana. Yeah, Brian. Kay, big start for her. So over under. Here we go. See what y'all think here. How about this for an over under? What do y'all think? Yeah, it's like, yeah, no, he just said he was like 7 rows back. A bouncer back to Lowry there to circle over to first. Quick 2 up, 2 down. So Audrey Lowry making quick work here in the first inning of Southeastern Louisiana. See, they really, you going with the under? Okay. Big fly ball. Oh, it goes out. Did she catch that? She did. What a catch by Abby Dayton out there in left field in foul territory. Got the glove right there before the ball hit the net. Great catch by her. So just like that, Lowry and OU make quick work of the offense for Southeastern Louisiana. And let's see what kind of fireworks we get here from OU. Yeah, the under reverse jinx. Yep. Good point there, Saggy. Good point there. Absolutely. So if you're just tuning in, the game got started late. We're in the bottom of the first. Audrey Lowry in the circle here for Oklahoma. Quick 3 up, 3 down. So Oklahoma fixing to come to the plate here. See what kind of offense we can get here going in the first inning. I want to see a quick game, 5-inning game. Let's just get this over with and get out of here. With the way the offense has been playing, with Lowry in the circle, this should be a run rule game, 5 innings, done and over with. So hopefully all phases of OU, pitching, defense, the hitting, everything is locked in and ready to go. Now this team here from Louisiana, they're a really solid squad. So you see that record, but this team can play. So OU can't just be coming in sleepwalking. They got to be. I mean, they got to be ready to come in here and take care of business. So to get us started, here comes Cassidy Pickering for Oklahoma. Bottom of the first, no score. Thank you guys so much for being here. Oh, Plank's leaving his mic on. Brian 92. Abby's a great outfielder for sure. Pick here with the 0-1 count, bottom of the first inning. Plank was yelling at somebody. Uh-oh. It does. Looks like we're playing Oregon. Yeah, Oregon too. That's another team that it looks like we're playing. As Cassidy's going to get hit in the back, so Cassidy's going to find her way down here to first base. Here comes Ella Parker. See what she can do here. Yeah, John. I saw others in here saying that they have. They can play some really good small ball. Yeah, so definitely a team that we can't be messing around with Southeastern Louisiana. The SNL Killer Bees. Yeah, absolutely, Ron. It does. Yeah, I don't think Patty's not messing around. She knows what this opponent here is capable of. Oh, Ella with a little soft liner, and it goes off the third baseman's glove. So a little bit of an error there, but a hit for Ella Parker. So now Cassidy Pickering over at second, Ella Parker at first. So a good start here for the Oklahoma Sooners on offense. If you're just tuning in, game got started a little bit late, but it's bottom of the first. No score yet. Audrey Lowry's in the circle for Oklahoma. She had a quick 3-up, 3-down. So exactly what we want to see from our pitching staff. And here comes the phenom, Kendall Wells, the catcher, coming in, y'all, with 15 home runs. 15 home runs in your first 20 games into her Oklahoma college career. Just insane numbers. And Kendall Wells is going to pop up. And it's going to be out there in right center. So big out there for Southeastern Louisiana. Kendall Wells, one of the most dangerous hitters in the country for sure. Here comes another dangerous hitter, Gabby Garcia. This OU lineup, y'all, it doesn't matter from top to bottom. There are no weak points in this lineup. And even our bench players, even if Patty switches somebody out, it doesn't matter. There is not a weakness when it comes to the OU offense. None. Just incredible what she's been able to build. Yeah, the defense, it looks like they might have had a little bit of miscommunication out there in the outfield for sure. The pitcher's thrown and it was a little high, and the catcher for Southeastern Louisiana looks back at the umpire like, what? So Gabby Garcia at the plate, 1-0 count. OU has runners at first and third. Monty, welcome in, sir. Glad to see you from Tennessee. Boomer. Gabby with the bunt. Oh, that's a good bunt. Safe. Oh, she was safe. So Gabby with a good bunt. They send Cassidy home. I thought she got under the tag. Oh, well, that was a bang-bang play there, but, ooh, I thought she was safe. We're not going to be able to see a replay here, but so Southeastern Louisiana with a great defensive play at home. Great bunt by Gabby. So 1 out now here for Oklahoma in the bottom of the first. No score. OU has runners at first and second. Here comes one of the big freshmen for Oklahoma, Alyssa Parker. Amazing athlete. She's one of our pitchers, but also is third on the team already with 8 home runs. So Alyssa Parker can do it all for Oklahoma. So 2 outs here now for Oklahoma. 2-1. See if we can't get something going here with 2 outs. As Oklahoma needs to get a quick start on this team. This team can be dangerous, so definitely do not want to mess around with them. Alyssa Parker is going to take that one a little low, so 2-1 count here for Alyssa Parker. The Tennessee OU fans are the best. I like it. Yeah, no matter where y'all are watching from, all over the world, we definitely got the best fan base by far. No doubt about that. Alyssa Parker fouls that one off. So now Alyssa Parker with a full count. Got 2 on, 2 outs, no score. We're just getting in here. Audrey Lowry is our starter today. Patty is not messing around. Alyssa Parker's going to foul another one off. On a very overcast day there in Norman, Oklahoma. Hopefully the rain is going to be able to hold off long enough to get this game in without any issues. Parker's going to foul off another one. Goes out of play. Great crowd there at Lowe's Field here on Sunday afternoon. Got a lot going on today in Oklahoma sports. We got baseball, we got softball, we got women's basketball. We saw the men get a win yesterday against LSU down there in Baton Rouge in men's college basketball. And a strikeout by Alyssa Parker. So OU goes scoreless here in the first inning against Southeastern Louisiana. So this could definitely be a good game all the way through for sure. This is a solid squad, y'all. Solid squad. So Nellie Mack is playing, yeah. So that means Patty. So if y'all that might be wondering, you haven't really seen a whole lot of Nellie Mack this weekend. They were being very, very cautious with her. I guess she has some kind of shoulder injury. I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything too crazy or serious. But they've been very cautious with Nellie Mack. But yeah, Patty knew what was coming into Norman today, and she's putting in what could be like the main starting lineup for Oklahoma. You have Lowry in the circle. You have all. I mean, yeah. This could be one of the most common starting lineups that we see throughout the season. A little bit of a wind, cloudy skies. Sun's trying to come through a little bit. Monty, that's good news. Glad to hear everybody's doing well. Yeah, umpires and referees, man. It's a love-hate relationship. Football, basketball, softball, baseball, it don't matter. It's always a love-hate relationship, right? So if you're just tuning in, top of the second inning, no score between Oklahoma and Southeastern Louisiana. Lowry in the circle. Had a very quick 3 up, 3 down there in the first. OU was able to get a few base runners. A great play by Southeastern Louisiana at the plate. Gabby Garcia had a really good bunt, but they made the good play at home to get Pickering out on the slide and the tag. Lowry here with a 1-1 count. Top of the second. No score. The batter, she looks like she's 10. Yeah, she's pretty small. Has some speed on her though. Yeah, whoa. Man, she has speed. Alyssa Parker had to get over to first quick. So 4 up, 4 down here for Audrey Lowry. There we go, strikeout, or strike one. Bob. You guys always have some great comments in here. I love it. So if you're just tuning in, it's been a really quick game. No fireworks yet from the OU offense. So we got no score, top of the second inning. Get over there. So grounder out to second, good throw over to first. So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the or top of the second inning for Audrey Lowry. OU coming in with an 18-2 record, looking to go 6-0 on the weekend. Oklahoma's next game will be in a couple days on Tuesday. They make a short trip down to Denton, Texas, where they will take on North Texas. And then the ladies come back home for next weekend. And next weekend we have games with Louisiana and Abilene Christian. So that's kind of what next week looks like for Oklahoma softball. And now we're just a few weeks away from SEC play whenever Auburn comes to town. Quickly an 0-2 count here for the batter of Southeastern Louisiana. If you're able to watch, if you're watching a game on TV, it's the colors are popping off the screen. I like it. You got the red for Oklahoma, and then you got this bright yellow with the green for Southeastern Louisiana. So will definitely get your attention if you're watching this on TV. Yeah, Bob, you missed it if you weren't here for that. Holy cow. Man, last night, if y'all weren't aware, Oklahoma put up 21 runs in the bottom of the third against Alabama State last night. There we go. Another strikeout for Lowry. Love to see that. 2 Ks for her now, but 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if OU can get some offense fireworks going here in the second. A very, very quiet inning for them there in the first. Yeah, Bob, I think in real time, I think I asked somebody, that was over an hour in real time just to play that half inning last night. Just a crazy game. So after, with some of the blowouts that we've had this weekend, Oklahoma comes in averaging 14.3 runs a game. That is a video game stat, y'all. That does not seem real. That's just crazy to me. Just crazy to me. Stiff, how are you, sir? Boomer, glad to see you in here. Yeah, Bob, it was a lot of highlights. A lot of highlights last night in that game. A very surprising start, though. Alabama State had a grand slam against Katy there in that first inning. We thought, oh, man, what the heck's going on? But OU responded very quickly. And then from there on, after that first inning, it was lights out. Ron. How dare we go scoreless in an inning of softball? What is Patty doing? Oh, so Monty had some chores to do around the house yesterday, huh? Bob, yeah. Yeah, they will. Yeah, getting to come in and see Love's Field and the facilities and Patty Gasso and get to see this OU team, yeah. It didn't go well for them on the scoreboard or out there on the field, but that was a really good experience for them to come up here to Norman and get to see everything that Norman has to offer. Got Kai Monitor here at the plate. See what she can't do here to get us going here in the second inning. Kai takes strike one. So if you're just tuning in, very quiet game, bottom of the second inning, no score. Lowry's in the circle for Oklahoma, and then she's had 6 up, 6 down. Strike 2. So a 2-2 count now here for Kai Monitor. Bottom of the second inning, no score. Kai is is it enough for him to get out of here? Great effort by the right fielder, but Kai Monitor with a home run out there over right field. So just like that, Oklahoma is on the board with the first home run of the day. But great effort, though, by the right fielder. She was able to scale that wall and get way up in the air with her glove, but not enough as Kai Monitor gets the first run of the day for Oklahoma and the first home run. So we'll see how many more home runs we can get here today. Ilana Agvediani is coming to the plate, so we can't see if we can't pass the bat here and have a big second inning. Ilana takes strike one here. Alana's going to get hit out to left field, so back-to-back hits, or we had a home run and now hit here for Alana. As she hits, as she singles out here to left field. So we saw Pix's sun about 15 minutes ago there, but it's really getting cloudy now in Norman. So hopefully the rain does stay away long enough for us to get this game in. Nellie Mack at the plate. Hadn't seen too much of her this weekend. They've been very cautious with her. She has some kind of shoulder injury going on, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. We're definitely going to need Nellie Mack as we get into SEC play and postseason for sure. So if you're just checking in, bottom of the second, OU up 1-0. Kai Miner just hit a home run over right center. Nobody out. We got Nellie Mack at the plate. Okay, got that fixed there. Appreciate all y'all being here with us on an early Sunday afternoon. I hope everybody's having a great weekend and great Sunday. Nellie Mack with a hit over the shortstop. It's going to be a single out to left field. Alana goes all the way over to third, so good hustle there by Alana Agbagnani to go from first to third on that single out to left field. So now Oklahoma with runners at the corners, nobody out. 1-0 Oklahoma here in the bottom of the second inning. Abby Dayton coming to the plate. Yeah, CJ, welcome back, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. Yep. CJ, I hope so. No mercy. Johnny sweep the leg. Abby's going to pop one up in the infield, out to second. So one down now here for Oklahoma. Whoa, Teresa. If y'all missed it the other day on Thursday, we had Teresa come in and close out the game for us. She's our secret weapon that nobody really knows about. So we have to put her out there whenever we need to show what Oklahoma has and what we have here at Blessed Vet. Man, and Cassidy with a pop up to second. So quick, so to start the inning here, we had a home run by Kai Miner. We had a couple hits in a row. And now quickly, 2 outs, two quick pop-ups in the infield. Here comes Ella Parker, who's 1 for 1 on the day. Come on, Ella. Yeah, Teresa, we're going to need you today. We're going to need you probably to close this out. Oh, Ella Parker, get out of here. Get out of here. Boom. There we go. Ella Parker with a 3-run bomb. There we go, Ella. Second home run of the day for Oklahoma. That's what now, 83, I believe. 83 home runs on the season now for Oklahoma. Just a ridiculous stat. And OU now at 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. So OU made a little bit of noise there in the first inning. Of course, we had that play at home where they called pick out on the slide off that bump by Gabby Garcia. So we weren't able to put anything up on the scoreboard there in the first, but the bats have come alive here in the second inning for the Oklahoma Sooners. Ella out of the Parker, yep. Yeah, Bill, they are. It's a lot of home run swings for these ladies. Here comes a big home run leader. The freshman from Oklahoma, Kendall Wells. Oh, Kendall with the line drive hit, but good catch there by the shortstop. But Oklahoma is able to put up 4 runs in the second. And hopefully we see Lowry come out here, and she's had a great start. It's been 6 up, 6 down here for Audrey Lowry. So hopefully nothing changes with that. Wind's blowing a little bit, but it's getting really, really cloudy there in Norman. So Need the rain to hold off for another couple hours at least. But a really good crowd. Anybody know, is it pretty warm there in Norman today? I know where I am yesterday, it was up here in the St. Louis area, it was in the mid 60s, and today it's like in the 30s. So completely different weather here from day to day. Bishop, salute, sir. Glad to see you in here. Okay, good. Yeah, no rain in Norman. Yeah, good. Need to keep it that way. If you're just tuning in, it's been a very quick game up until just a few moments ago. Very quiet first inning, but Oklahoma puts up 4 runs as we've seen a solo shot by Kai Miner over to right field, and then Ella Parker just hit a bomb out to left field, I believe, for a 3-run shot. So big inning there for Oklahoma as they're at 4-0 now. Lowry in the circle. She has dominated so far. This team from Southeast Louisiana, they are definitely no scrub. To me, this is probably going to be the best competition that OU is going to see this weekend for sure. I mean, and if you weren't aware, if you saw last night's game, man, it was historic. It was long. It was great to see for us as OU fans, but I don't want to see another game like that. So I was very conservative today on my score. I think I said 12-1 OU would win. I know some of you guys are maybe a little bit higher, but I'm going to go really conservative here. I think OU could definitely get the run roll, but I don't think we see some kind of crazy offense. So here we go, top of the 3rd inning. A good hit. Is that a home run? Wow. So Southeast Louisiana just hits a solo shot over left field, just gets over the fence. So Audrey Lowry was having her way with this batting order for Southeast Louisiana, but man, one pitch and boom. Quickly now, OU up 4-1 over Southeast Louisiana. Quick meeting here at the circle with the infield and Audrey. So here we go, back at it. Top of the 3rd inning, Oklahoma up 4-1. Nobody on, nobody out. Big hit there, but goes foul. Yeah, Monty, they have this team's no joke. I mean, yeah, and as you can see, Patty's going with the ace. All the starters. The lineup is what we could see through the majority of the year. So yeah, Patty is definitely not messing around with this team at all, roster-wise, in the lineup. Larry there with a great comeback, gets a strikeout. That's, I think, number 3 on the day for her when it comes to K's. So good response there from Audrey. Larry now with a 1-1 count. There's strike number 2. Yeah, and I think like CJ said earlier, man, some of these players for Southeast Louisiana look like they're 12, 13 years old. Very, very small. It's crazy. But they have a lot of speed, though. This team is very quick on the base pads. Another strikeout. So after giving up that solo shot, Audrey Lowry comes back with 2 straight Ks. See if Audrey can't strike out the side here after giving up that home run. Going to be an easy pop-up. Ooh! Kendall Wells catches it, but we almost had a collision with Nellie Mack and Kendall Wells. Hopefully Nellie Mack is good. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. So it was a short pop-up over here right in front of the catcher. Nellie Mack comes running in. They almost collided. Now Nellie Mack is down over. Patty comes running out. The coaches come running out. Nellie Mack is down over here by the first base dugout. Oh, no. Hopefully she's okay. They didn't really collide, so I don't know if she just tweaked something. As we really haven't seen too much of Nellie Mack this weekend. They were being cautious because she has some kind of shoulder injury, but so they're all walking back over to the dugout now. But man, hopefully it's nothing crazy with Nellie Mack there. So we'll see if that's it for her, or if she's going to be able to keep playing. Man. Her back, Monty, okay. Ooh, I hope it's not her Achilles. Yeah, Porter's gone. Porter's gone for sure after this year with basketball. Man, CJ, if anything's wrong with, I would definitely sit Nellie Mack. It's not worth it. Hopefully it's just something minor. It's nothing big, because they are definitely going to need Nellie Mack whenever we get into SEC play. But yeah, if y'all missed the play, it was just an easy pop up there in front of the catcher. And Nellie Mack came racing in from third, and they almost collided. And then Nellie Mack just goes down over here, just out there in foul territory by the first base line. So yeah, Teresa, hopefully she's good. She was grabbing her back. Yeah, we got to sit Nellie Mack. It's not worth her getting more injured or. All right, so here we go. We're here in the bottom of the third inning. For just tuning in, Oklahoma's up 4-1 over Southeastern Louisiana. To me, they're the best team that OU is going to see this weekend, or that they have seen this weekend. See if Gabby Garcia can't get us started here. Put up some more runs. OU had a very quiet first inning. It was no score. The second inning, OU was able to put up 4, and then we saw a solo shot by Southeastern Louisiana here in the top of the third. Audrey Lowry is in the circle for Oklahoma. Gabby looking at Gabby here with a 1-1 count. Nobody on. No outs. Is that enough for a home run? Get out of here. Gabby Garcia with a home run just over the glove out there in center field. So another home run for Oklahoma. I believe that's number 83 now on the season. And for Gabby Garcia, I believe that's number 10 for Gabby Garcia. Yeah, Gabby now with 10 home runs on the season. So good start here for OU in the third. OU now up 5-1. Here comes a do-it-all freshman from Oklahoma, Alyssa Parker. Not only a solid pitcher for OU, but also one of the best home run hitters on the team. As she takes ball 1 inside. 90. Yeah, man, it's like you think we're going for 90 today? Ooh. Parker takes strike one. So 1-1 count here for Alyssa Parker. If you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's up 5-1, bottom of the third inning. Brian, I did too. I didn't know if 80 was going to be too much. I thought that might be a little bit of a stretch to try to get to, but man, we were wrong, and I'm glad we were. As OU now already up to 83 home runs, I believe, on the season. Yeah, Oklahoma fan. Boomer sooner. A quiet first inning, but like we've seen a lot this weekend, the middle innings, the offense just comes alive. Alyssa Parker takes that one outside. So 2-2 count here for Alyssa Parker. Bottom of the third inning, OU up 5-1. Nobody on, nobody out. Teresa added two. So 84 home runs. Alyssa takes a foul ball off the foot. She's good. Going to walk that off here real quick. She's good to go. So here we are. 2-2 count for Alyssa Parker. Another foul ball. So 2-2 count here. Let's just pass the bat, keep this moving. And Alyssa Parker is going to get out of the... Oh! Alyssa Parker is going to foul out there to the catcher right there behind home plate. So out number one here for OU. Kai Miner coming to the plate, bottom of the third inning. OU up 5-1. We got one out, nobody on. The math is getting hard. Kyle looks at strike one here. One count here for Kai Miner. Okay, got that updated. Yeah, Skip. They have the soup right there in Blair, Oklahoma. Yeah, the car wash is right across the street there. Yep. I went there a lot whenever I lived there. That's a good little place to get some snacks and drinks for sure. Oklahoma fans, we got them calling it. Calling the solo shot here for Kai Miner again. Her last at bat, she got the solo shot to get us going there in the second inning. Kai's going to fill that one off. So 2-2 count here for Kai Miner. Bottom of the third inning. Oklahoma up 5-1. Nobody on, one out. Kai's going to hit a ground ball out to second. Run it. She's safe. Yeah. It was a slow grounder out to second. And by the time the ball got there to first, Kai was, yeah. I think Kai's going to get a lot of hits like that. Anything slow on the ground in the infield, if you're not charging it, you're not going to be able to get her out. Her speed is going to really frustrate all these opponents that we're going to see. As you saw last night, she had multiple stolen bases. I'm sure we're going to see some more here today. As you can see, the catcher's, the catcher's looking for it. Kai Miner is going to be one of the hardest players to throw out when trying to steal a base all season long. Alana here at the plate for Oklahoma. We got one on, one out, bottom of the third inning. OU up 5-1. here on a overcast, windy day in Norman, Oklahoma. Let's go, Louisana. She's going to hit. It's going to be a fly out here to left field for out number 2. And Sid Barker coming to the plate for Oklahoma here with 2 outs. Trying to get a big spark going here for OU. And it looks like Sid's going to take the place of Nellie Mack. So Patty just came out and told the umpire making the change. So hopefully Nellie Mack is okay. It's nothing crazy. Actually, I guess she was already dealing with a slight shoulder injury, and that's why we really haven't seen her too much this weekend. But Sid here is going to take one inside for ball 1. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, Nellie Mack started the game, and there was a pop-up here right in front of the catcher and pitcher. Nellie Mack came running in, almost collided with Kendall Wells. I don't think they collided, but then she went over past the first base foul line and just went down. And I guess she was reaching at her back. Some of y'all said it might be the Achilles. I hope not. So Patty came running out. So did Carly, some of the players, and they got her off the field. But yeah, hopefully Nellie Mack's going to be okay. Sid Barker, get out of here. Is it enough? Boom. There we go. Home run for Sid Barker over left field. Oklahoma now up 7-1. Way to go, Sid. Way to go. Love to see that response. Love it. Ooh, I like that. Barker out of the Parker. Man, you guys got some good lines. I like it. This is a very entertaining chat while watching softball for sure. You guys are great. Oklahoma now up 7-1. Looking to put this in run rule territory. This is a very dangerous Southeastern Louisiana team. Not a team that Patty wants to mess around with at all. As she's going with the ace, Audrey Lowry. Everybody that started the game defensively, this is the lineup that we could see throughout the majority of the year. So I like the approach from Patty today. Get a win here, and then OU will make a short trip down to Denton, Texas on Tuesday. They'll take on North Texas, and then come back home next weekend to take on Louisiana and Abilene Christian, I believe. Yeah, next weekend. So, and then the weekend after that, we start SEC play whenever the Auburn Tigers come into town. So, Abby Dayton at the plate with a 3-1 count. Bottom of the third, OU up 7-1. Nobody on, 2 outs. Abby Dayton with the walk. So got something going here with 2 outs in the inning. We just seen the 2-run shot by Sid Barker, and now a walk here for Abby Dayton. Coach is coming out yet. We're going to see a pitching change here for Southeastern Louisiana. We have been solid with 2 outs. That is the for was there another walk or Brian? I'm not sure. That was either the first or second walk. Hadn't seen too many, so Skip, you ain't wrong. We got a lot of comedians. I like it. I like it. So if you're just coming in here, Oklahoma up 7-1 over Southeastern Louisiana. It was a quiet first inning, but the bats have come alive here for Oklahoma in the second and third. We've seen, is it 3 home runs now or 4 on the day? It's either 3 or 4. So another big day offensively for Oklahoma. Cassidy Pickering at the plate, 1 on, 2 outs, bottom of the third. It's going to be a wild pitch that goes off the catcher. It goes out into play. So Abby Dayton with her speed easily able to get second base. So we now have a runner in scoring position. See if we can't get her in here. Come on, Cassidy. Oh, good pitch. Cassidy Pickering now with a 1-1 count. Got a runner at second, 2 outs, bottom of the third. Oklahoma is really, really close to putting this game into run rule territory. Something that we've seen all weekend long, of course. So I'm glad after last weekend out there in Cali, Oklahoma is not playing down to their competition. Now, they've had some slow starts, but they stay locked in, and they end up pulling away from their opponents this weekend. So I love that we're not playing down to our opponents, because we saw that out there in Cali, and that was very, very frustrating to see. So Cassidy with a walk. So, man, with 2 outs, Oklahoma has done some damage here in this inning. Back-to-back walks now here for Oklahoma. Here comes Ella Parker, who her last at-bat had a 3-run bomb to really open up this game and build this lead for Oklahoma. We'll see if she can't do it again. Ella's going to take strike one there on the inside. Frank, welcome in. Just got out of church. Glad to see you here, sir. CJ unit line. Let's put it in run roll territory. Absolutely. So, Frank, you just got out. So it was a quiet first inning. The offense came alive for Oklahoma in the second and now third inning. We've had, I believe, 4 home runs on the day. Audrey Lowry's in the circle for Southeast Louisiana. She gave up 1 solo shot, but she's had a great day in the circle. And Ella Parker's going to fly out to left fielder. So Oklahoma able to put up some more runs, but after 3 innings, Oklahoma now up 7-1. Let's see if Audrey can't come back out here and just keep dominating. Did Tennessee end up beating App State? So before the OU game got started, I turned it on ESPN, and App State was beating Tennessee 2-0, I believe, in the third inning. Now I'm sure Tennessee came back and won, but that's twice now that Tennessee's had a slow start against App State. Just not something you thought you would see out there in Knoxville. Ruth, welcome in. Glad to see you and Donna are checking in from Little Elm, Texas. Welcome in. Bill, what's going on with Riley Takei? Tennessee's up now. Okay. She pitched last night, and no. That was Berkeley. Bill, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Riley. That is a really good question. I don't know. I'll have to look into that and see, sir. So Tennessee won 6-2. Okay. She's redshirting? Okay. Frisco was a small town then. How the Brian, really? Oh, wow. I did not know that about Riley. Well, hopefully she makes a full recovery and she's good to go here in the future for Oklahoma. Brian, glad to see you in here, sir. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Hope everybody here is having a great Sunday. And that y'all have enjoyed your weekend. So we're just tuning in, top of the fourth inning. Oklahoma up 7-1. Audrey Lowry in the circle. A bunt attempt here by Southeast Louisiana. It's going to go foul. We're just tuning in. It was a slow start for OU there in the first inning. The bats came alive in the second and third. Nellie Mack started the game over at third. We really haven't seen too much of her this weekend. She was dealing with a shoulder injury. There was a pop-up hit there between the catcher and pitcher with Kendall Wells and Audrey. And Nellie Mack comes flying in. They almost collide. The catch is made, but then Nellie Mack goes down. A little ground out here to the pitcher, out number one here on top of the fourth. But she goes down over there in foul territory, and Patty comes running out, and Carly and all of them, and they get her off the field. So hopefully nothing too serious when it comes to Nellie Mack. So make sure y'all keep her in your prayers now, because we are definitely going to need her as we get through this season. Oh, good pitch, Audrey. Audrey gave up that one solo shot in the last inning, but man, she is great other than that one pitch. Great day for her in the circle. Foul ball, strike two. So Audrey comes in. Of course, she's OU's ace with a 1.8 ERA and a 9-1 record on the season. So Audrey Lowry definitely the ace of this Oklahoma staff. Little grounder out there to first. Alyssa Parker with the tag. Touches the base. 2 quick outs now. Usually Everett's in here with us as we're watching the game. He's at the game today. He's 7 rows up behind the third base dugout. He said he was going to try to wave at us, but the camera has yet to go over there behind third base. So another quick out, grounder out to second base, over to first for the third out. So quickly, Southeast Louisiana goes down here in the top of the fourth inning. Yeah, hopefully Raleigh is okay. She'll be good to go, and there's a full recovery with that. So if you're just tuning in, it's an overcast day here in northern Oklahoma. A little bit of wind. Oklahoma up 7-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Going against Southeastern Louisiana. Team coming in 14-8 on their season. A pretty solid squad. Patty going with her ace. And defensively, I feel like the lineup that we're going to see majority of the season with everybody being healthy. So Patty is not messing around at all. She is not going to play around with this team. As OU now, if we can just get 2 more runs here, we will be just 3 outs away from another run roll. Finish this weekend 6-0 and go to 19-2 on the season. Just a heads up, our next game will be on Tuesday. So we have an early week game Tuesday when OU goes down to Denton, Texas. They'll take on North Texas. And then next weekend, Abilene Christian and Louisiana are going to come into town. And then we'll get all that going next weekend. And then after that, SEC play. So got a few more weeks here to get everything moving in the right direction. Pitching. Got to keep the hitting going in the right direction. Defensively, I think we look really, really good. So Auburn is going to be our first opponent when it comes to SEC play. And then just a heads up for y'all, I know like next week, Florida is taking on Missouri. So SEC play in softball will actually start next weekend if you guys want to keep an eye on that. So bottom of the fourth inning. Kendall Wells at the plate. 1-0 count, 2-0 count now. See if Kendall can get herself another home run here. Kendall comes into the season with, or into today's game with 15 home runs. Just a crazy start for her. A true freshman. One of the Oklahoma kids. Yeah, Bill Louise. Yeah, the Raging Cajuns. Yeah, that's another team that we don't want to mess around with. Of course, they were the team that ended our 71 game win streak a couple years ago, whatever it was. Nobody saw that coming, but yeah, Louisiana, a team that you don't want to mess around with. Wow, a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Kendall Wells. Wow. So Oklahoma now with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth, up 7-1. Looking to at least put up 2 runs here, put this game in the run roll territory, and then we would just find ourselves 3 outs away from another victory. Gabby Garcia at the plate. Gabby's having a great day here at the plate, so we'll see if she can continue this. Another swing and a miss. Come on, Gabby. So it's bottom of the fourth. Oklahoma up 7. 1 out, nobody on. Gabby's going to hit this one up in the air. It's going to go foul. Catch couldn't be made. So Gabby Garcia now with a 2-1 count. I'm sorry, a 2-2 count. See if she can't get a spark going for us here in the 4th inning. Gabby's going to take ball 3 low and away. Yes, I guess she does. This pitcher looks really confident. Absolutely. Gabby's going to hit that one. Is it going to be enough to get out of here? Boom. Another home run. Gabby Garcia with another home run. I believe that's her second on today on the day. And OU now up 8-1. Wasn't sure if that was going to have enough distance, but it did. And the seniors now up 8-1 over Southeast Louisiana here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Just one run away now from putting this in run roll territory. The coach for Southeast Louisiana is coming out to talk to the umpire real quick. And it looks like we might see a pitching change. And I believe we are. So another pitching change here for Southeastern Louisiana. For just tuning in, OU's had 4 or 5 home runs on the day. They've continued to build that lead with 80-something home runs already in the season, leading the country, just expanding that margin. I'm not sure what the margin is, but OU just continues to just run away with that this season so far. But OU up 8-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out, nobody on. Five home runs today. Monty, right? Yeah, that was a golf shot. Yeah. 5 home runs on the day. That's just crazy. 86 on the year. I forgot who it was that said, could we get to 90 today? Man, I didn't think so, the way that the game kind of started out slowly, but man, maybe. So Alyssa Parker at the plate, bottom of the 4th. Oklahoma up 8-1. Nobody on, 1 out. Alyssa's going to take strike 1 here. They were second and only hit. So we're up almost 30 home runs on second place when it comes to home runs hit in the country. That's crazy. Parker takes ball one there. So a 1-1 count here for Alyssa Parker. Yeah, you were joking, but right? I was joking, but so Alyssa Parker here at the plate, bottom of the fourth. Oklahoma up 8-1, 1 out, nobody on. Parker's going to take strike 2 right there. So they're at 6. Yeah, so good. Just kind of some early thoughts for next weekend. Are we going to hit the 100 mark by some point next weekend when it comes to home runs? I feel like that's very, very doable for this team. We could be at 100 home runs on the season now before we even get to SEC play. Do you know how insane that sounds? Oh, Parker got froze. That was a great pitch. Frozen with a strike 3 on the outside corner. Great pitch by that pitcher there for Southeast Louisiana. Able to freeze Parker on that one. So 2 outs now. Bottom of the fourth inning. Oh, you need just one more run. Put this in run rule territory, and let's get out of here in 5. Kai Monner at the plate. She's already had a home run she had a home run earlier on the day. See if she can get another one here. Charles, it does, right? Yeah, 60 sounds like a lot of home runs in the first 20, 23 games. You know what I mean? Just, off the glove of the pitcher. She could be able to run it out. She's safe. With that deadly speed by Kai Monner, the ball is hit out to the pitcher. It goes off her glove. A great throw by the pitcher to try to get it over there. And if it was anybody else, 99% of the time, that's going to be an out. But the speed for Kai Monner is just ridiculous, and she's able to run that one out. It was a bang play, but man, great effort there by Kai Monner. And okay, so it looks like there's going to be a challenge. It's going to be close. This challenge could go either way. I thought she was safe. What do y'all think? Yeah, we got a game this Tuesday. So a game on Tuesday, and then games on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next week. So NFL edits. You didn't think she was safe? Okay. Yeah, it's going to be really, really close. Really, really close. Brian, you think they got her? Okay. Monty, you ain't lying. Faster than Willie Mays Hayes. Yes, she is. Kai with that Jaren Kanak speed. So CJ is confident that we're going to hit 100+ home runs by the time we get to the end of next weekend. Skip, I'm not sure off the top of my head. Did we, y'all? No. Who was the pitcher that transferred in from North Texas a couple years ago, and she was on one of our national title winning teams. What was that pitcher's name? I know she came in from North Texas, but she transferred into Oklahoma. Skip, I think that's who you're thinking of. It was a couple of years ago. Because she had a lot of velocity. She had really good speed. It was McKay. Okay, yeah. Troutwine. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So the challenge does not go Oklahoma's way. So going to the top of the 5th inning, Oklahoma now up 8-1. So we saw this yesterday in the first game against Sam Houston State. It was a run rule, but we had to get the walk off there in the bottom of the 5th. So that's what's going to take here. Lowry back out here at the circle. Sun is back out, so looks like a beautiful day there in Norman, Oklahoma at Love's Field. Yeah, Hope Trout won. Yeah. Man, she was a good pitcher, y'all. She was a good one. Yes, Bob, it is. Yeah, it's down in Denton. Yes, sir. Other than that solo shot in the 3rd inning for Audrey Lowry, she's looked incredible. She's had 3 or 4 Ks on the day. She's the ace for Oklahoma, and she's pitching like it. As Patty Gasso did not mess around when it comes to, messing with the batting order too much or the defensively. Patty knew what kind of threat this team brought in today, and she is not messing around at all. Brian, good point. Yeah. Good point. Okay, so that's right, Katie Lee McKay. So Southeast Louisiana with the leadoff hit here. Able to get somebody on. So top of the 5th inning, Oklahoma up 8-1. 1 on, nobody out. Lowry in the circle. She's done a great game so far. Looking to get 3 outs here, get back in the dugout, just get 1 more run, and get ourselves another run rule victory on the season. How about a double play right here, y'all? Low and inside, so 1-1 count. Yeah, Teresa, this team has good speed. Definitely got to watch for the steal. Absolutely. Teresa, that I sure hope so. Oh, man. Look at the pitch count for Lowry. It's only 39 pitches, y'all. We're in the 5th inning, and she's only at 39 pitches. That's crazy. And she has made quick work of this team from Louisiana all day. Strike 2. Yeah, Monty. Kendall Wells' arm. She has a cannon for sure. Another strikeout for Lowry. So there we go. 1 down now, 1 out. We got 1 down, 1 on. Audrey Lowry is only at 41 pitches here in the 5th inning. Very efficient and effective, to say the least, for her. Foul ball down first base line. Hey, been glad to see you. So the score is 8-1. Oklahoma here in the top of the 5th inning. 1 on, 1 out for Southeast Louisiana. Another foul ball there. So 0-2 count. So we're just looking at you just needs 1 more run, and we can make this a quick game. Okay, Got that updated and saved for y'all. Going to get the out at second. Going to get the lead runner. So 2 outs now here for Oklahoma. Man, that batter going down first. Man, she has some crazy speed. Crazy speed. Looks like they're going to challenge that one. It's going to be close. So another challenge now here for North Texas. I'm sorry, Southeast Louisiana. So we'll see if this one goes in OU's favor. If you're just checking in, Oklahoma's up 8-1 in the top of the 5th inning. Lowry at the circle, having a great day. As this is the second challenge from Southeast Louisiana. We saw one just a few moments ago that ended the bottom of the 4th for Oklahoma. So what are y'all thinking here? How's this challenge going to go? Y'all think she's out? Yeah. I get it though, but if you're them, it's a good call to do. Here comes the umpire. It is not going to go in their favor. This time it goes in Oklahoma's favor. So 2 down now here for Lowry and this Oklahoma defense, up 8-1. Top of the 5th inning, 2 outs. Runner over at first. Thank you guys so much for being here on a Sunday afternoon. Hope everybody's having a great weekend and a great Sunday. It's been a great weekend of Oklahoma softball. We have seen everything, especially when it comes to the offensive side. Some historic numbers so far for this OU offense in 2026. So back to action. Just 1 pitch away now. Come on, Audrey. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Only 46 pitches, y'all. Man. What a day for Audrey Lowry. She had that one solo shot, but man, other than that, complete domination by her. Ron, you think so? They just flip a coin, huh? Yeah, sometimes you just never know how it's going to go. Oh, good pitch. 1-2 count now. All you need is just one more out, get back in the dugout, score one more, and we can close out this weekend with another run rule victory. Swing and a miss. There we go. There we go. Another strikeout for Audrey Lowry. So going to the bottom of the 5th inning, Oklahoma up 8-1. They just need one more run, and we can call it a day, y'all. While we're here in between innings, thank you guys so much for all the support. So whenever we started this a few weekends ago against Arizona State, I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if this would be a good thing, but you guys have shown tremendous support. So thank you guys so much for all the support and being in here with me. It's been incredible to get to meet all you guys from all over the world. So when you don't live in Oklahoma like me, I'm up in the St. Louis area, so I don't see too many of us. So anytime that I go out, to get groceries or whatever it is, and I'm wearing Oklahoma stuff, I usually get some looks or sometimes a few crazy comments. They definitely like to talk their trash here up here in Missouri. So thank you guys so much for all the support, and it's been incredible getting to meet all of you, getting to learn that y'all are in Blair, Altus, just small towns that I never knew or I didn't know that anybody really even knew of. Like Monty, playing at Western there, that JUCO college there in Altus. Just I love getting to hear all your guys' stories. So this has been incredible. I think we're over the 1,200 mark when it comes to subscribers. So our next goal is to get to 1,500, and we're well on our way. So thank you guys again for everything. Appreciate it. Monty, I'm in the St. Louis area. I've been up here since 2019. Charles, thank you. It's been my pleasure. You guys have been great. 14 coming into today, so it's going to be 15 on this season. Incredible. So Oklahoma's going to have 15 run rule wins. So 15 out of 17-2. I thought we were 8. Do they got that wrong? I thought we came in today with an 18-2 record. But yeah, that's incredible. Over 75% of our wins have been by run rule this season. No, that is domination. Alana Aguinani at the plate, bottom of the 5th inning. OU up 8-1. We're just looking to get one more run. However, so we can call this a day and get out of here. No, Ron, it's still there. Still there, sir. Teresa, thank you. Yeah, it's you guys are incredible. This is an incredible group of people. Hey, Teresa, did you like that comment last night when I made in the chat there on Center Surge about, Katie still being a work in progress, and Jerm was like, nope, she is what she is. And I'm like, I'm thinking, man, but what she is now, like I get she's a senior, but what you saw yesterday, that's not going to be the Katie that we see come, SEC play. But yeah, Jerm is he's not, I don't think he's too high on Katie. And if you guys haven't checked out Cine Surge, that's another channel with OU content. Those twin brothers, they're hilarious. That's another great channel to check out if you haven't seen them before. Sid Barker at the plate, bottom of the 5th. OU up 8-1. We got one on. So we're now just one swing away from ending this. Barker's last at bat, she did have a home run. So see if she can't do it again here and we can get out of here. She's going to take ball 2. You grew up in Northwest Ohio. Yep, a lot of us on here, Sooner born, Sooner bred, been wearing Oklahoma since we were babies. Absolutely. Yeah, so a quick update here on this, on the map. We're at 41 states, so we're just 9 away. And we've had people tune in from 8 different countries. So getting really, really close up here on the map. So we're going to have another challenge. So currently it's the bottom of the fifth inning. Oklahoma up 8-1. We have a runner at second. A 3-0 count. Man, the third challenge of the game. We haven't really seen too many challenges so far this season, but man, a lot today though. Bob, you're probably right. You're probably right. North Dakota. Yeah, so we need North Dakota, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Michigan, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Idaho. And Wyoming. So that's what we have left. So we still got plenty of time to get all the states in. I know we got Sooner fans everywhere, so hopefully they hear about the channel and they'll come in and check us out and become part of the family here. So CJ, I agree. No mercy. Come on, man. What are we doing? I hope the next pitch is a 2-run shot and the game's over. Man. They only have 11 people in Idaho. Man, I have it up there, though. Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, that is beautiful country. If you've never been to Idaho or up in that area, that is some beautiful country to see. Yeah, I don't know if he's up to the Mike White level yet. I don't know if anybody can get to the level of Mike White, but man, yeah, a lot of challenges. Holy cow. We'll see how it goes. Ten with no Wi-Fi. So Ron, so the ones that were from in like Australia, the Philippines, South Korea, Thailand, all them, they're just over here in the corner because what I really need to get, I need to get like a globe or like a map over here of the world so that I can put them in. So this right here is Mexico and Belize for now, and then over there is everybody else there in the corner. So here we are, back to it. Oh, you here with the 3-0 count. Sid Barker at the plate. We have a runner at second, so we're just one swing away from ending this game. Come on, Sid. She's going to take strike one here. Got you guys calling it. It's going to be a home run to end this game. Ooh, big swing and a miss there by Sid Barker. She was definitely swinging for the home run. Wow, a strikeout by Sid Barker. So got one out, one on. Here comes Abby Dayton. Could she be the one to end this game for us? I sure hope so. Yeah, Ron, I would appreciate that. If you got some buddies in London, that would be awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, make sure you guys share this channel with your friends, family, coworker. It's just a newer channel, so not a lot of people know about this and what we're doing here, but yeah, make sure you guys share this with your people that you know that may not have checked us out yet. Because I know we have a ton of Sooner fans all over the world, as we've already seen. So, but yeah, London, that would be a new one for sure. So if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's up 8-1, bottom of the 5th inning. We got a runner at second. Abby Dayton at the plate. We're now just one swing away from ending this game. There another pitching change. So this coach is getting he's getting annoying a little bit here at the end of the game. I don't think he's to the Mike White level. That'd be really hard to do, but yeah, definitely frustrating here. Come on, Abby. In this game, let's get out of here. Yeah, we just need to hit to the outfield, and that's it. Does not have to be a home run. Just get us hit to the outfield. Abby takes strike one. Mike White Jr. status. I like it. I like it. There we go, Abby. There we go. Oh, and a mishap by the right fielder. So with that, game over. Abby Dayton with the walk-off single. And Oklahoma's going to win 9-1. So they finished the weekend 6-0. They had an amazing weekend, especially at the plate. A pretty solid win. I mean, a great day today for Audrey Lowry there at the circle. Complete game, complete dominance. So, I mean, I feel like overall this team, this weekend, everything's moving in the right direction. So we're only a few weeks away now from SEC play, but another walk-off win. I think y'all said that would be, what, 15 or 16 now for wins by walk-off fashion this year. So great weekend. So just so you guys know, we have an early game this week. So Tuesday, game starts at 6 p.m. Central Time. So I hope you guys are able to come back, and we'll be here again to do it then on Tuesday against North Texas. So with that being said, I will do a reaction to the rankings video on Monday after I see all those rankings. And then I'm going to try to do a recap of this weekend. It won't be a very long video. I mean, it was just complete dominance this weekend by Oklahoma. But thank you guys again for being here. I appreciate it so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. So thank you and God bless.